Okay, here we are, Citizens Eye today at the One Big Health event down at the Tigers Stadium, and I've got with me Gill from CLASP, the Carers Centre. Hi Gill.
Hiya.
Can you tell us a bit more about what you do for CLASP?
Right, well, I used to actually be a worker there, but because I'm a carer and that, some things cropped up, so I had to pack my job in, but I've gone back now as a volunteer at CLASP, and what I do is I cover the Tuesday drop-in for them, where CLASP is open from 9:30 till 12:30, and if people want to come to see us and that, then I'll speak to them, and what I do is I look at them, advice and information, signposting them on, and if they've got a quick and easy piece of advocacy work, perhaps making a quick referral to someone, I will do that, but I'll take a full referral for people so that it's passed on to our advocacy team. So that's what I do, but it's also, sometimes it's just someone to chat to who understands the situation.
So how do people kind of get involved in CLASP? Say if they wanted a bit more information easily.
If they want to find out about CLASP, there's our website.
Yeah.
Social services often have information down there about ourselves. We try and network it out into as many areas as possible and that, and in fact the other day I actually had a hospital phoning up saying, I've seen one of your leaflets in our hospital, are you still running and that, because obviously they didn't know and that. And I said yeah, and I told them about a Tuesday drop-in and that. So again, they passed the information on, and I saw somebody who'd clearly been passed on by the hospital. So it's word of mouth and events, and like Carers Week is a time when we actually really advertise carers centres.
Yeah. How do you find, say, something like a drop-in works? Is it good to have those kind of informal things where people can, they feel the organisation's open and they can just turn up?
They are. I mean, obviously for management purposes it's very difficult when you want to, because a lot of the time our advocates go out to see the people in their own homes. So actually having people regularly available is difficult. So that's why we have a regular slot on a Tuesday where people know that if they come in that there will be someone there to support them and give them advice and information.
And can you just tell people where the actual CLASP Carers Centre is in Leicester?
Right. We are at Matrix House on Constitution Hill, and everybody is saying, where on earth is that?
I know where it is.
But we're basically next to the Ibis Hotel, opposite the Mercury building.
Right, okay.
On St George's Way.
Now, we're hoping to do some interviews with carers, which, you and Charles suggested next week. Your experience of caring, what would be the message that you'd want to get out to people who might not know or have never been in a situation about caring, to understand the caring role a bit more?
I think it's letting them know that caring has many, many sides to it. There can be some caring where it's just occasionally popping around to see somebody who's not very well and helping them. That's sort of low-level caring. But there are some people who have been caring for literally 40, 50, 60 years and longer. And I don't think people sometimes understand the impact that has on the individual who's doing the caring. And by impacting on the carer, that also impacts on the person who's being looked after, because the stress that can come up, health problems. A lot of carers are very, very good at keeping an eye on the person who they're looking after's health, but not so good at keeping their own health under observation. So one of the things I've actually mentioned a couple of times today is thinking about the health of the carer as well, for the sake of the person they're caring for, because carers often will put other people before themselves.
And do you think there's a lot of people actually out there who are caring but don't even really consider themselves carers?
Most people don't see themselves as carers. Carers to most people are paid workers. Whereas in reality, people who are mothers, brothers, sisters, fathers, uncles, anyone who's actually putting in more effort than most people would need to help people living in the community are carers. It's one thing having a little baby, and that we all know that a young baby takes a lot of care and attention. But if you've actually, say, got a baby where you've actually got a tube that they're needing to be fed with, where you've actually got it where you've got eczema or all over their body to deal with, it goes beyond being just a brilliant mum. It means that you're having a lot more things to do. You're having to have more health appointments, you may have to contact social services, you may have to be dealing with benefits. sometimes you can go out in the community and you can feel that people are staring at you, that you don't feel welcome if you've got a child with challenging behaviours. There are a lot of things that are involved in being a family carer.
Equally, do you think there's still a lot of people out there who are caring who don't know about kind of services that are available to them?
There are. I mean, there's a lot of people who don't like to be called carers because they see themselves as the person who's in the family doing the thing because they love the person. And although we hear all these things about benefit frauds and everything on the government, we don't hear much about how many people are not claiming benefits that are entitled to, whether they're elderly, whether they're people who are looking after children or anybody. We don't hear a lot of that. A lot of people don't realise that there are services to support them. Most people, if they can, will manage. Often when they go to services, it's because they feel at crisis point, because they feel they can't reach.
Gill, I hope sort of National Carers Week goes really well, and I hope the great work that CLASP are doing continues and more people find out about it, and good luck with it.
Thanks very much.
Thanks for the interview.
Thank you. Bye.